It's rock and roll.
I think it was at that time. It just dropped on my phone, and it did a spinning on the vinyl. So everybody, let us know if you got to see the whole thing from the beginning.
Yeah,
that was
awesome.
Phenomenal video. It really is.
I love it, Ginger. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, hey, welcome everybody. It's only rock and roll, but I love it.
I love it. It's only rock and roll, but I like it.
Oh.
Like it. Yes, I do.
The only bummer is that tonight we can't like play some of the music for the bands we have. But anyways, I know we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. So.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited. I've looked forward to this all week.
So everybody who's popping in, thank you for coming. And tonight is Rockin' Tarot. And what we're going to do is, I chose off my playlist that I listen to every day. So we each chose 2 or 3 bands, and we're going to pair tarot decks with these bands, explain a little bit why we chose these decks to go with these bands, and and just show you a few cards and explain the cards why it fits so well with the band. And so I hope everybody enjoys it. So this should be a lot of fun.
And Oracle decks, because Oracle decks.
Yeah. But it didn't roll off the tongue. Rock and roll Toro.
Yeah.
Oracle.
I did all tarot.
I think I got a couple of oracles, so a nice little mix. And then maybe next week some Lenormand.
Yeah, with the bands that I chose tonight, I don't think I had any oracle that would work. But the wheels are turning for if you guys enjoy this show, put it in the comments, put it after the show in the comments, and let us know if you want more, because wheels are turning. I have more ideas. So tonight is more of what our playlist is, or some of our favorite bands. And then I'd like to go at some point and do it by era, by favorite female artists, favorite male artists, all genres. So that's the plan.
That's like fun.
All right. So, okay. So, did everybody get to see the whole video? Because, StreamYard lately, I put a video up, and it takes like 24. The video's half over before StreamYard. Well, before I see it on my phone, anyways. So
So the video starts with that golden old-fashioned radio. So if everybody saw the whole video, it should have started with Ginger's gold-ish radio, and then it's incredible.
Or do you want Ginger to play it again? Everybody, let us know.
Oh,
okay?
That's a jukebox.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a jukebox.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put in all the names in there too. So
yes. Oh, I loved it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So does anybody want to see it again, just in case it didn't play?
I'd love to see it again.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, everybody, let's do it, and then we'll come back and say hey to everybody. So
all righty.
Kick back and
enjoy, everybody.
Yep. And here we go again. There we go.
I'm dizzy
Whole
from
video.
going round and around.
She's
I know.
hypnotizing people. Woo.
So there was 2 quotes. One was from Jerry Garcia, and now I can't find it. But the second one was a quote from Waite himself. So the idea tonight, again, is pairing our favorite bands with a tarot deck. And the one that was more hippie-ish says the true tarot is symbolism. It speaks no other language and offers no other signs. A.E. Waite. So that was Arthur Waite. And I realized I didn't put that on long enough for even me to read it all. So,
I guess I know who I'm hiring to help me with some videos, right?
oh, it took me all day. Thank you, David. Thank you,
Hey,
thank you,
David.
guys. I really enjoyed making it, for sure.
Chat is jumping. Hello, Blue Heron.
Wow.
You look new to me.
Oh, you haven't
Awesome.
seen Blue Heron? Okay, Blue Heron to me.
No.
All right. So, by the way, I've been up since probably before 5:30. I just woke up. I maybe 5 hours sleep, and I might be in my words and all, but let's have fun anyway.
That's me naturally these days.
Yeah. All right, let's say hi to some people. All right,
Hi.
who's here?
Hi.
Hey, Harley. My music baby extraordinaire. Harley, I
Hey,
did
Brendan.
think of you when I was doing this. So Brendan's here. Brendan's here. And then let me go down. Erica's here. Hi, Erica.
Erica.
Nice seeing you back, Erica. Thanks for joining us again. Oh, yeah, that's going to be on that has to be on one of our other shows. Eagles were, we'll
Oh,
probably,
that's
that'd be a good
interesting,
idea
Sheena.
for all time best bands or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So the ones
Boy,
that we
I
just
think
can't
Harley
ignore.
might be psychic, but I'm going to keep quiet.
Okay. So we're Erica, if we have time, I was telling the ladies, tonight is kind of a show and tell and a chat about music. But if we do have time, I think it would be fun to do readings as well. But let's see how we go. And if you need to pop out and pop back in later, you're welcome to. And then
We're trying to see how this works, and then we'll just work the kinks out as we go along. Kinks,
Yes.
boom.
The Kinks.
Another band. The Kinks.
Didn't I put them on my? I think I put them on my.
Really?
Did I? I don't know.
Kinks, but bumps.
Ah,
I know.
love.
I'm all giddy.
Kinks.
Sorry.
Okay. Elvis was not in a band, so it's not only bands, Erica. So we're doing musicians. Period. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever rocks your socks off. Oh, Joyful Journey's here. Hey, Genful.
Hey, Gentle.
Hey, Kay's here.
Hey, Carrie.
Let's see. Blue Heron is here. Thank you for coming back, Blue Heron. Blue Heron and Brendan have digital art in common, so that's awesome. Christina's here.
Hey, Christina. In Australia. Good day.
She loves your hat, Heather.
Yep, my little was supposed to be like my Stevie
loves
hat,
the
but
topic. Loving the guitar emojis there, Harley. Loving it. Thank you. That video literally took me all day, and because I'm new at videos, I don't know what I'm doing, and it was fun yet frustrating at the same time when you're wanting things to spin. Like the one record, it'll say in the beginning says, "Roll over, Beethoven. It's only rock and roll." And to try to get those to curve proper and then all spin together, that's me spinning. You spin me right round, baby, right round. We got to do some new waves. Hey, Miss Moonlight Janine. Hello. It's been a while. Nice to see you again. So I think I'm caught up. And Harley's already having a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So here we are. I don't even know how to get started. everybody's like, who's going to go first? Who's going to go first? Nancy volunteered.
Well, as my mom used to say, age before beauty. So go ahead, Nancy.
Well, that's ageful beauty. She's ageful beauty. So Nancy, loving the hair, the flower
love that
child,
comparison.
vibrant, you know,
Yes,
that's
I'm
all,
wearing my Woodstock shirt.
loving it.
I graduated from high school in 1965.
That was when I was born.
I think
I wasn't even born
the
yet.
music
You ain't even thought
of
yet.
that time was so exciting because it just really blossomed, and
Oh my God.
so many groups. There was the British invasion, and there were
Oh,
so
to
many
be
groups that were
there.
coming out,
Oh,
and it was just very,
yeah.
very exciting to be a teenager at that time.
Mm.
Having said that, my favorite group is the Beatles, or was the Beatles.
All time.
Will be the Beatles. No big surprise on that. But I did not have a deck that I felt represented the Beatles. And so I chose my favorite Beatle. And my favorite Beatle was George Harrison.
Mm.
Such a
And I loved his music for many reasons. I actually talked to him on the phone one time.
Oh,
So I have a very
did
close
you
connection.
really?
I did. Yeah. When he was in the Bahamas, a friend of my father's was over there and had him call me, which
Oh my gosh.
it made the newspapers. But
Oh
anyhow,
my gosh. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Well, I'm not a
What I
Beatles fan,
chose-
but that's
what
an
I
incredible
chose-
story.
Wait. Time out.
What? Yes.
You're fired, Heather.
What?
She said she's not a Beatles fan.
I like a few songs, but I don't think they were the greatest rock band of all.
They were innovative, and I preferred their
I'm not crying towel out.
their
My sacred tears for
but,
George.
you know,
Oh my gosh.
I preferred their
Stones and
hippie days
Cream
when they
and
started
all these
being
other bands.
experimental with George Martin. That they were super innovative.
What I liked about them was they were innovative, and their music there's just such a wide range of just amazing stuff. But anyhow, the deck that I chose for George Harrison is the Lightseers.
Oh,
And I wanted to tell you a story about George. I have two songs of his, and the one song that I wanted to talk about is Wah Wah. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that.
no.
The lyrics
a couple of
are,
his albums.
Wah wah, you've given me a wah wah, and I'm thinking of you and all the things we used to do. Wah 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 wah. Wah wah, you made me such a big star. Being there at the right time, cheaper than a dime. Wah wah, you've given me your wah wah. Oh, you don't see me crying. Oh, you don't hear me sighing. I don't need to wah wah. I know how sweet life can be if I keep myself free. Wah wah, I don't need you, no wah wah. And this song was written by George on the day that George walked out of the Beatles during the ill-fated Get Back and Let It Be sessions on January 10th, 1969. He had grown unhappy with the increasing tensions of the sessions, the lack of direction, Paul McCartney's drive, ambition, and eagerness to return to live performances, and John Lennon's snipping sarcasm and closeness to Oko Yono. And so he wrote this song, and he left the group. They might have gotten back together to play the thing on the rooftop.
On the rooftop. Mm-hmm.
But that was when he left the band. And I chose some cards here from the Lightseers regarding this Wah Wah. There was strife, the five of wands amongst the group. And George had to make a decision. There was emotion involved. And if you look at the one he chose, there was a ladder going upwards because spirituality was very, very important to him. So he left the group.
This is deep.
I know. I did
A lot
not
deeper
prepare
than
about this.
mine.
And what he found was spiritual enlightenment. And it truly was, here comes the sun.
Oh my God.
And to me, George will always be the King of Swords.
Oh wow.
Loving
Now,
it.
the
I need
second
to
one
interrupt.
that
I need to
chose-
interrupt.
Yes.
real quick. So,
This song's incredible. Mhm.
he wrote "As My Guitar Gently Weeps." That was the first song I ever learned on guitar. Was my
My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Mhm.
Jeff Healey did a beautiful remake of that
Beautiful.
song too.
Oh,
Well,
I don't think I've heard it.
The second song that I chose for George was one that I don't know if it was written. It was recorded in May through July of 1970, and it was called "The Art of Dying." And George was diagnosed with cancer in 1997, and he died in 2001. And the lyrics of this song, it's very deep. And the reason I love this is it's because it has to do with spirituality. And the tarot, to me, really has a lot of spirituality in it. And verse 1 is, "There come a time when all of us must leave here. There's nothing Sister Mary can do. Will keep me here with you, as nothing in this life that I've been trying can equal or surpass the art of dying. Do you believe me? There'll come a time when all your hopes are fading, when things that seem so very plain become an awful pain, searching for the truth among the lying, and answered when you've learned the art of dying. Are you still with me?" And then the bridge is, "But if you want it, then you must find it. But when you have it, there's no need for it." And then it says, "There'll come a time when most of us return here, brought back by our desire to be a perfect entity, living through millions of years of crying until you've realized the art of dying. Can you believe me?" So he speaks of reincarnation in this. So the cards that I chose for this were, the Tower moment was his illness, but he had time to go on his spiritual journey, and he became a hermit. And this is how he embraced life and where he was going with it. And he became the star.
Oh wow.
And this is a card of this. Now, these two cards here, these cards here are from the Bonestone and Earth Flesh. But the final card is the card that I really see this with George. It's the death card of death and rebirth. And that's who I chose for my number one guy. And that's George Harrison.
Cloud 9 was a record that both my mom and I loved that he did.
Oh,
I wasn't crazy about I Got My Mind Set on You, but the rest of the music on it was just a really beautiful album.
It's funny. Kyle's listening to that song right now. He just he just loves that song.
Yes, Garnet. He was a gardener, and he spent a lot of time.
His home
in
was.
nature.
I wanted to visit him and.
Yes, Greyfriar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Nancy really set the bar.
I know.
love
So
that.
we're okay. Show's over. Bye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, okay. So I'll go next. Yeah, I didn't go as in depth. This whole week it just flew by. It was Thursday before I realized I missed Wednesday, which I needed to pay the gardener. But and then I just did not prepare for my own show. How sad is that? But anyway, we'll still have
Life
fun.
happens. Life
Life
happens.
happens. Okay. All right. So my first artist, yeah. Okay. I'm going to put him in here. Hashtag. All right. For those who, I'm going to blow some people's minds. All right. All right.
Oh, I love Rob Zombie. Well,
Rob
to a
Zombie.
degree. Yes.
Okay.
Woo.
All right. Rob
Ooh.
Zombie is currently on my playlist. You know, songs like Dragula. It's like, no, I probably can't even sing a lyric, can I? Oh my God, you guys are having no clue who's gonna talk about. Okay, Rob Zombie. I like him for two reasons.
White Zombie.
He how can I say? I just love the music. It's hard, it's driving, it's very catchy at the same time. So it's not just a bunch of yelling kind of music. It's you know, one of his songs is I think I can, she was saying lyrics. So dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and drive in my Dragula.
Yep.
But it's the videos that he does with them that makes the songs, you know, good sometimes.
More human than a human.
That was my very first song that I learned, heard of White Zombie. And it's just one of those bands that really can, if I wake up super tired and one of those songs, you know, both of those songs are on my playlist. And what else is on my playlist? I got Super Beast. I do have More Human Than a Human, Living Dead Girl. So I'm going to segue off of Living Dead Girl. So first of all, I should have been showing. I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad host. How can I do this without? Maybe I can do this and get us all here. Hello.
Hello.
The thing about Rob Zombie, he loves classic horror movie. Oh my God, that's one card I didn't get out. Now I need to go searching again. Anyways, he loves classic horror movies. So movies, but like, you know, obviously Frankenstein and Wolfman and all that stuff. But he that was my first like connection with him too, is that he just loves classic horror movies. And he in himself ended up making horror movies, but going on his name, Zombies. I have the Zombie Tarot here. Okay, there we go. Of course I picked the Zombie Tarot. There you go.
There's Rob.
So yeah, I wasn't sure if we can show faces or anything, but anyway, I don't know. I don't know YouTube rules. But anyways, focus, dude. Okay, there we go. So this, what I love about this deck is it other than this photo here, there's many cards that are straight out of the movie, which I don't have any of them here, but I just wanted to show you a couple of the zombie pictures here. So he's actually got a huge collection in his home of a lot of horror movie, like not wax figures, but you know, props and stuff like that. So he himself has put in his music snippets from horror movies and Twilight Zone movies, and lots of fun here. So my next deck that I wanted to pair with him, because he loves movies and he loves to do movies, I have here the Myths and Legends Tarot.
And he does yoga.
He does yoga.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so I've got here from that, you know, the Magician, which is the werewolf. You got the werewolf here. So just a couple images. You know, I know this is totally Rob Zombie to me. Myths and Legends tarot. And I forgot there is a I'll have to look for it and show you guys. There is a Creature of the Black Lagoon in this deck, and that was one of my first favorite scary movies. When you were little, it was scary. So, and then he went on to make horror movies. He redid Michael Myers. What is he? Friday the
13th.
No. Is it? No, Halloween.
Halloween. Oh.
So okay. he redid that movie, and I just this. Oh, I didn't tell you what. Okay, so this is
House of a Thousand Corpses or something.
Yeah. So he loves zombies too. So maybe that's why he changed his name. This is the Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's Tarot, Monsters and Macabre and Autumn Scene.
That looks cool.
It is too cool. It's one of my favorite decks. But anyway, so because he loves the macabre, this here is a perfect deck. But okay, so we've all had enough of the creepy baby. Right in the world, I mean the sun card. Well, here's a creepy baby with a bunch of baby dolls hanging from a tree, like the island.
Island.
I don't remember the island's name, but a little girl had drowned there, and people started leaving baby dolls there.
Oracle on that. Yep.
Oh, goodness.
So
the Isle of Dolls. Yeah, the Isle of the Dolls.
Isle of Dolls. Yeah. So yeah. So I know you guys thought I would be all prim and proper, but not when it comes to my music. I keep telling you guys I'm really a gothic fairy. So there we go. So all right. So yeah. Rob Zombie, I just love his music, and I wish I could play you guys some snippets so that you can understand me better.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I love him with his connection to horror movies.
Zombie. I'm not really familiar with this music. I mean, I love
it's
horror
heavy,
movies, but
it's heavy. It's crunchy. Is what I call crunchy. Oh wait,
here's Nelson. Oh, she doesn't find the baby creepy. That's funny.
So, wait, hang on.
Doesn't.
He was the only one that scared me. The werewolf, the Hammer House of horror. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, he likes gory and bloody, and that's just. As
I got older, it really isn't as easy to watch those kind of movies. But when he redid the Halloween Michael Myers, that was a little much for me. So his I have to say his movies are a little much for me when they didn't used to be.
He actually makes the movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
he makes movies.
Like that. Mm-hmm.
He lives them. He puts them in his music. He has his house full of props and things, and then he makes the movies, and he still has time to go touring. So,
yep.
All right,
Shannon had a book that had him and another guy doing yoga. They showed him doing yoga poses. So that's probably how he does it. He takes care of his body.
Well, when you go touring, you have to. So.
Decisions on what to start with. So, seeing that someone mentioned the Eagles.
There you go.
A little while ago. So, I just recently got this brand new deck that was gifted to me. It's called The Witch Alphabets, the Theban Oracle.
Ooh,
and I was going through it, and I saw a couple pictures, and I started going, ooh, witchy woman. So, witchy woman, the Eagles. Because the lyrics in the song is raven hair and ruby lips.
There you go. Love it.
And ruby lips. So there's.
Did you tell them what deck that was?
Yep, it's a brand new one that I just was gifted by Miss Moonlight.
Love it.
Oracle, which alphabet.
Oh, this will be new to me.
And so I went through, and there was a couple of others, with the raven hair. You can really see the red lips a little bit too much. But one of the lyrics in the song is sparks fly from her fingertips. So when I was thinking about that, I was thinking fire too. And a couple of them had raven hair, a little bit of red lips, and some fire candles. So for me, this is kind of how I was looking at some of it. So, Witchy Woman by the Eagles. Some people say the song was written about Linda Ronstadt because when you do listen to the lyrics, they talk about she drove herself to madness with a silver spoon. So, of course, back in the day, that had to do with people
silver
doing
spoons.
Yeah. We could say the word on here. No, we can't. They were doing recreational drugs, white powdered recreational drugs. And so the song was basically about, being held spellbound, at night. She was the one that, drove, not just herself, but the men into madness. And just when I saw that, and I started saying, all I could hear was raven hair and ruby lips. So see how high she flies. Exactly.
Right.
So for me, I just saw those and I thought, how cool. So I had to set those aside. We're a big Eagles fan household. Shan got me into them a little bit more when we first got together, and they'll be starting our 24th year next month. So I've been really, learning about them and the music and the different players. And some people think it might have been about, Stevie Nicks. It could have been, because a lot of them, back in the day, it was the 70s, women's lib, feminism, of course, yes, was taken off. So a lot of the, singers were jumping around with different band members. No judgment, though sometimes I'm like, Stevie. But Linda Ronstadt got the Eagles their start, really, and some from what I hear, the rumor mill with Shan's books and everything, Witchy Woman was either fully based on or loosely based on Linda Ronstadt, because we all know she's got that beautiful black hair and that beautiful red lips. You see the videos back in her, right? So that's what I have. That's for my first. It's the Eagles.
That's really cool. I love her music. Yeah, too.
And she's got MS, I believe, and I don't know if she's passed or not. But I guess about 10 years ago or so, Shan was on a video on YouTube. He doesn't remember, but they did an honor concert for her, and Stevie was there. And I think this was before Glenn Fry passed away too, and stuff. Sorry if you guys heard that. Racing on my street. So
we didn't hear it.
But yeah, so Witchy Woman, my first one, the Eagles.
Love it.
And that was off of the self-titled album, The Eagles, that came out in 1972. I was 1 year old going on 2 when that came out. What a compliment. Yeah. Well, well, they were talking about having problems with, substance use, but back in the day, they knew what was kind of happening, but they really didn't know to the extent of what kind of damage it would do. And we've all heard Stevie's story, and I'll share that for when I do talk about Stevie, one of her songs, on another show. But yeah, Witchy Woman, the Eagles.
Here we go. Here we go.
See
okay. Okay. All right, Nancy, what you got next?
Well, I think I'm going to, the next one I'm going, okay, I'll do a group this time. Considering the other group that I was talking about, anybody guess what this group's going to be? I have 2 songs from them.
The Rolling Stones?
Oh, you were so good. Okay.
For real?
Rolling Stones.
Now you 2 thumbs up for the Stones.
Okay.
Yes.
2
Keith
songs.
Richards.
The first song is, let's see if anybody knows the title of this. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year, stole many a man's soul and faith. I was round when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain, made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Sympathy for the devil. And what I did on this one is I chose some devil cards. And this devil card is very, very gritty. A lot of people don't like it. But this is how I see the devil in our culture right now.
Let me take that video.
Yep. Money, greed, power, war.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Famine.
This is Cyril Marchetti's devil.
Mm.
Okay. And this is the ethereal devil.
Good, you pulled it out. Yes.
Now, if you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw this at the foot of your bed, I'm pretty sure how you would react. But I think when the devil tempts you, the devil isn't like that.
Yep, the sexy devil. Yep.
So that's what I have, that song. And then the other one is Don't You Worry About What's on Your Mind, Oh My. I'm in no hurry, I can take my time, oh my. I'm going red and my tongue's getting tired. Tongue's getting tied. I'm off my head and my mouth's getting dry. I'm high, but I try, oh my. Let's spend the night together. Now I need you more than ever. Let's spend the night together.
Let's spend the night together.
And what I chose for this is the Lover's card. And this lover from the Light Seers. This one from the Starman Tarot.
Oh, wow.
And to me, this Lover's card, these to me are more lust. Mm-hmm. To me, this is love.
Oh.
That's from Poppy Palin's deck.
It's going to be Shannon and I.
Yeah. So that's what I have for my second is the Rolling Stones.
I have a sexy devil card too.
Ooh. Oh my. Oh
Okay,
my.
I love this song, She's a Rainbow. Oh yeah.
I wanted to share that when we were talking about sexy devils. Hubba hubba. Oh, Karen.
It's all tantric over there. Ooh, did that work? No, wait. Chat jumped. He's all talking about tantric. Hey, Sue.
Well, card it. Well, that's what Sting is known for. Even at his age, he can still apparently, because he does yoga. He eats healthy. He eats clean. He has a
They're all doing that now.
Chef.
I want a personal chef.
I think he's vegan too or something. But yeah, when you have money.
All right, let me type in my next one.
I know. I want to see who the next one is that Ginger's got. This is fun. Oh, ladies, thank you for inviting me. This is so much fun.
Yeah, I'm having fun. I hope
Chad's
y'all
having
are
fun
in the
too.
chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my next band,
Hey, Sue.
also on my current playlist. I can say the same about all of them. I can't even describe really what some of the music. There's a certain drive, but okay. So I'm an artist, and music is such an art form. And this next band was one of the innovators in, say, the electronic age type of thing. You got a guess? You got a
Nine
guess?
Inch Nails.
Well,
Trent Reznor.
Electric Light Orchestra, probably not.
Yay!
But, oh, Nine Inch Nails. Okay.
okay, so absolutely in love with Trent Reznor.
Bow down before the one.
So yeah, so
I gotta mute myself.
one of those videos was Head Like a Hole, and it's I just can't. Unfortunately, I can't describe what their music is like because it's very innovative and unique. And Trent Reznor was, you know, I used to hate when bands used organ music in their songs, and I just didn't like it. And Trent Reznor took the whole oh my God, the board. I just lost the board. He just took all these. He made things up. I can't. Oh my gosh, I didn't even write everything down. Anyway, so he's very innovative in using electronic music, the sounds. He added a different layer to his songs and his music, and it's just the songs that you sing in the shower, especially, but driving down the road, head like a hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. So it's stuff like rebellious at the same time. And it's like, I am not going to sit down for the big man type of thing. So sorry you had to hear that from me, guys. So the first deck I chose because of this innovative age he brought us into his H.R. Geiger Tarot.
Yes, perfect.
So unfortunately, I cannot show a lot of the cards because they are very explicit, but I can show you a couple. So H.R. Geiger is the one who designed the creature for Alien movies. So, and he also designed Jonathan. Hello, Brendan, are you with me? He designed from Crone. He designed his microphone stand. So see, there we go. We have people. Okay. So just that electronics age, he just innovative, took it to a whole new level. And like I said, added a new flavor to his music. So that's the Head Like a Hole video. That's why I chose that deck. And then I chose the Gothic Tarot because for me, he represents this dark romance. So with his songs and some of his videos, oh, can you not see that?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, he invites you in. He draws you in with the music and the lyrics, and sometimes he can go dark. And I mean, he's just walk in that castle. There he is, and you know, I would be a little reverse action there, but yeah, so very, very Gothic romance. And because of the Gothic romance, he did a video, Perfect Drug, and he was just talking about how much he loved somebody and they were the perfect drug. He didn't need to do drugs, but here's Trent Reznor for me.
Oh, wow.
This is Tarot of the
That
Vampire.
raven.
So there's something dark yet romantic about that music that just draws me in. And I'm telling you, if he were the devil, first of all, I'd be like, oh, no, you're the devil, no. And the next thing I know, it's like, okay, take me. I cannot resist your powers. So I'll laugh if he ever saw this. Yeah, Trent Reznor, such an innovator, and he's worked with many other artists, and I believe he's done musical scores too. So if you knew who he was, you would recognize some of their music in some really popular movies. I just can't think of them right now.
He did back vocals for Beyond the Mission.
What's that?
He did backing vocals with Tori Amos for her Past the Mission from her Under the Pink album, because they were very good friends back in the day.
Yeah.
You can hear him singing beautifully, very softly.
He just did a remake too, not just did it, but a remake of Fame with a couple other artists, and did a very, very good job. So anyways, Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails.
Very cool. Yeah, I
Heather
was introduced to Pretty Hate Machine. It's got to be, when people ask you what is like your CDs on your like top 5 or 10 list they have in your collection. That is one of them on my list. I don't listen to it a lot.
Yeah.
But it takes me right back to my college years with my painting courses and stuff. So yeah, great music. So for me, I love Evanescence. Amy Lee. Actually, she's pretty much the only consistent in Evanescence after 20 some years. 2003.
I think I'm spelled it wrong.
It's a hard word.
She's a wonderful singer. Oops, what happened?
She is incredible. She even does covers that you can find on iTunes and I think on Spotify. She's redone oh my goodness, Going to California by Led Zeppelin. She's done With or Without You by U2. Baby's done a Bad Thing that Chris Isaak did. I mean, her voice is just, she's amazing.
Well, isn't that a George Thorough?
I don't know, but I remember Chris Isaak doing it, but it might be somebody else's.
I think her
voice,
or similar to what I'm thinking.
Ethereal. I was 32, going on 33 when she came out. When Evanescence came out, and I just loved the look. I mean, the lace, the goth. I mean, I wasn't into goth, but for me, she was just so beautiful. You know, her clothes and her lace is kind of like Madonna going goth. It was just like, oh, lace, oh my god, and you know, like the long medieval, sleeves and the boots and everything. I mean, I had a really cool poster of her too, which I had gotten at Spencer's. We were talking about Spencer's last night on our show. Just amazing. So for me, when Ginger said, we're going to do this, I knew one deck immediately. It can work with a lot of groups that I like, but it was just like Tarot de la Vie by Los Scarabeo. I don't have the little lid on it, but the artwork, it's a goth-based deck. And it's not like, it's kind of like a darker look at the cards at the tarot. They're beautifully done. There are people in here that look like Val Kilmer, that look like Chris Hemsworth. I'll probably be referring to this deck for a Depeche Mode song because there's the Hierophant looks like Dave Gahan to me. So, but for me, automatically when Ginger said we're pairing groups with decks, I was just like, oh, Evanescence, Tarot de Nuit. And so I look at a couple songs. There's a song on their second album. Was it called The Closed Door? Was it The Open Door? The song's called Good Enough. And I wrote down a couple of lyrics. The video is what really inspired me to pull the card that I did. If you have not seen this, it's just absolutely beautiful. The set is kind of like set on fire. She's playing at a piano and things are like burning around her. I mean, I'm just even getting goosebumps thinking about it. I haven't watched it in a while. But some of the lyrics is, I can't breathe, but I feel good enough for you. Drink up sweet decadence. Because I love poetry. Everyone knows I do the poetry and the writing. And I've completely lost myself and I don't mind. So with her singing and the place up in flames around her, When I saw this, all I immediately thought was that video,
Mm.
and the Ten of Wands, and um, just everything going up in flames, but that sensation of
Beautiful.
probably that oppression, or still that pining, that longing, knowing that, but I'm good for you, aren't I? I'm good for you, and just everything kind of going up in flames, but just still focusing on that love, or that emotion that you have. So when I saw this, all I could think of was that video and how beautifully done it was. Um, and of course, their breakout hit, Bring Me to Life. And what's really cool, I don't have it with me because it's in a box somewhere for collage for me to put into a collage that I want to do. But they did a live album after they made it big. They did, and I have the DVD for it. And the decoration was like this throughout all the vines. It's really cool artwork. And when I saw this, I thought, oh my God, that album, that live album of theirs.
Mm.
And from the video, Bring Me to Life, it wasn't a tower, but she was in a apartment building, and people remember it. She was dreaming. She climbs on the ledge. She slips. She falls.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up again. So for me, it just reminded me of thinking of her climbing up that building, trying to, get to him, trying to asking him to save her. And it was so weird. It was paranormal too. It's like he was looking out and seeing her spirit or her ghost. And when he opened the window to help her, she slipped, and he was trying to hold on to her, and she ended up falling. So again, that tower moment, things falling apart, letting go, and having to start all over again. So I thought of that video, and that song when I saw the tower card. My Immortal, I think, is my favorite video by them. I can't even sing the song without really breaking into tears because it reminds me of a relationship that I have, that kind of
You
fell
need
apart with my mother.
Nancy's tear cloth.
No, but people I think know My Immortal, and even though this isn't outside at a fountain, she was dressed in this like a ballet dress, but yet she had her legs, her ankles wrapped up in like linen cloth, and she was barefoot. She had leaves in her hair, like dying leaves, dried leaves. It's just a visually stunning. And the line begins with, "I'm so tired of being here." Yeah, talking about childhood fears and everything. So, for me, when I saw this was the closest because of the ballet and the dress, the filmy white dress, the ballet slippers, and just really. So yeah, if no one's ever seen that video, it's beautiful. And again, it reminds me of my relationship with my mom. But I'm tired, of being here, suppressed by all my childhood fears. I mean, it's weird. It's like when I hear a song, I know the lyrics come to mind, but when I try to bring them up on my own, these wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. And look, I think so. Yeah, when I think of that song, I think about her and relationships of people that I've loved, that I've lost either in death or because of betrayal. So, but yeah, if you're not really familiar with any more of Evanescence albums, they've been releasing quite a few Amy solo work. So, yep, that's what I have.
She's so cute.
Well, we link a lot of, our major life milestones to music, don't we?
Mm-hmm. I can tell you exactly where I was, how old I was, what I was doing, and what I was going through at that time when it comes to music.
Yeah.
All right, Nancy, you got one more deck?
Well, I think that I will do my next solo artist because I have 2 songs for him and I have 2 decks. So rather than, I have some cards from the deck, but
Give us a hint.
David Bowie.
Oh my God, he was going to be one of mine later on.
Really?
I just
Golden years.
I chose the first song is Starman, And I don't know what time it was. The lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, a lot of soul, he said. Then the loud sound did seem to fade, came back like slow voice on a wave of phase. That wasn't no DJ. That was hazy cosmic jive. And for Starman, I chose this Starman Tarot.
Oh, yeah.
And the cards that I chose, that I think when I think of David, these are the cards that I think of for Starman. It's a really beautiful deck.
I might have to get that in the future. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
And I love this one. This is the devil with. And the second song that I chose was from the movie Labyrinth. I love that movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh my goodness, you would love it. And I chose
Like, what?
Magic Dance. And it says, you remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo? You do. Do what? Remind me of the babe. I saw my baby crying as hard as a babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime and snails or puppy dog tails, thunder or lightning. Then baby said, dance, magic dance. And it goes on. And if any of you have seen the movie, this is the perfect deck to go with that song.
I have that deck.
Yeah.
That's a ginger name.
Because when the girl goes to rescue her baby brother, she comes in contact with all kinds of creatures.
Yeah. He actually, and when we did our show together, Heather, he was he was part of the design of on that show, on the creatures.
And I have some of Brian's books that have all the different fairies in them, and gnomes and just all kinds of things. But I love David's music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have for my third. And it was one of yours, Ginger?
Sorry? No, not tonight, but in the future. Like when we do our all-time favorites.
Okay.
He would definitely be up there. He would definitely be up there.
It's wonderful.
The first time I heard Ground Control to Major Tom.
Oh. Yeah.
That was. Now I didn't like the video to it. It was just. Low.
I like the 80s big David Bowie, and people are like, we don't like the, but I'm just like.
Oh, and when he got together with John Lennon to do Fame, I just love that song.
Ooh,
and then when I heard John Lennon he's the one singing Fame part of it, I'm like, no way. Okay. All right. My next group, if I had to pick for current playlist favorites and that I've been listening to for years and years anyways, it's almost a tie between Nine Inch Nails and this next one. So what I like about this one is also the trips. You don't have to be on drugs. The trips you can go on this. Their music takes me in several different realms and very what's the word, eclectic, surreal. They're surreal, and their videos are trippy and surreal, and they're longer songs, but they're the songs that you want to listen to when you're driving. And even Kyle knows he should be on Name That Tune. He'll hear one note and turn that up for me. He knows better. So the vision of the lyrics is what comes to mind. He I don't know how he thinks of some of these songs, but one album had a lot of references to the Bible and Jesus and stuff. So, but anyways, let me go on. I did write a couple lyrics down. So, but anyways,
Pink Floyd.
That's a good one, but no, not tonight.
Nope. Okay, not tonight.
These are my I listen to them all the time kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Here we go. And it is
drum roll.
That's not it.
That's not it. Tool. Okay.
Oh, that is my
They're
son-in-law's favorite band. I bet he's been to 10 or 15 of their concerts.
Maynard James Keenan, to me, and his band, they're just, to me, musical geniuses. Some would disagree with me, but their songs just take me to another place, and their videos are just very artistic and stuff. So anyways, my first deck for them, I only chose 2 decks. Oh, there is. Where'd the other deck go? Okay. So because of their surrealism, I chose Dream Keepers. This is the indie version. So I love surrealism, and what they do with their music and their videos is surrealistic. So, the first card I pull here is, the thought process. I want to get inside this man's mind, or do I? He currently owns like the first wine vineyard in Arizona, of all places.
Yeah.
And apparently he does very well. I don't drink wine, but I would love to try his anyway.
He lived near Flagstaff, where we lived. Mm-hmm.
So here's just a surrealistic deck that kind of describes them. One of the songs, it's called Anima. I don't know if here, let me write it down because it sounds like enema. Anima, it's Anima, not Anima. Hang on, I think I spelled it wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, Anima. So in this song, he's talking about people who are so materialistic, and I can't say some of the lyrics are F-bombs, but F your latte and F your Mercedes Benz. I can't sing it. He's just like, all you people who are so materialistic, what's this going to do when Armageddon comes? So in this song, he's talking about Armageddon. It says, some say the end is near. Some say we'll see our Armageddon soon. I certainly hope we will. And I forgot what he said next, but his advice to everybody was learn to swim. He's asking Mother Nature. I hope Mother Nature. He says, I hope Mother will wash it all down and blow it all away. And so, so this. He's got a song named Stinkfish that's really cool. So that's where this card came from. But yeah, they're very surrealistic. They even have a song. I'm going to pull this card for this one. God bless. I can't think of the song right now. It takes you into a very meditative state. God bless. I can't think of it, and I did not write it down. It's a so they take you places. But their other song, Schism, is a very popular song that a lot of people know. And one of the lyrics is, I know the pieces fit because I watched them fall away, and so I picked this card.
Oh,
So
perfect.
it's almost, I don't know if he's talking about mental health or autism or, but in that song, but I don't know, and I'm afraid I can never. That's definitely, I'm speechless when it's thank you, Karen. I can't tell you what that music does for me in the proper words that it does. It takes me to a more of a transcended state. Sometimes, not all their songs take me to that, but some songs you just can't help but to turn it up loud on the radio. Like I said, my son Kyle, he knows, he'll turn that up. But Maynard James Keenan, he's gone on to work with other bands like Pucifer, and many people know. I knew I would do this tonight, being up by 5 o'clock. Perfect Circle, sorry. And so I made me a playlist called The Perfect Tool. And it's Perfect Circle and Tool. And Perfect Circle has done songs for movie scores as well. And I wish I could play a snippet. I can't get you guys to truly understand where I'm coming from on that with that band. But yeah, one of my top favorites. If the house was burning and you asked what decks would you take, music, I would definitely take Tool Tool and 9 Inch Nails. So anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's funny. But
yes, Clenade, Moira Brennan, she did a beautiful solo career too, Garnet. Her sister's Enya. A lot of people don't realize that.
All right. Oh wait! Oh my God! I did not finish. I forgot. I had my second deck with that. So Tool. We're back still on Tool. So here's, to me, represents Maynard James Keenan. The thought process. It goes deep. It goes dark. But like one of the songs that he was referencing Jesus. And one of the lyrics is, "You did not throw the final spear in his side." So that's what this card. I didn't write the lyrics on that one now, but just again with the dark surrealism, they can go there. They can. I don't know. And this is the Black Tarot. I need to take this out more. So anyway, some of their music is very grounding for me.
Ooh, that's cool.
Because he goes deep. He really goes deep with his lyrics and the emotional energy that goes along with the lyrics. And that's where I pulled this card, is because there's some songs that you actually can meditate to. But like I said, their music takes almost a transcended state for me. And so, anyways, now that's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right, Heather.
I'm going to have to listen to Tool. I have listened to them, but it's been years and years ago when Robin and DG, first got together.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that highly of them, I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah, I've got my favorite songs of theirs. Anima Schism, 46 and 2 is a really good song. Sober is a very good song. I think
Sober was the big
I just love. But one of my favorite songs of theirs, the title is so funny, and it's called "Hooker with a Penis." And
I'm going to listen to that.
He's singing
Tarot,
about
did you hear that? Are you still
and
here?
they started. you sell yourself when you're doing music, So,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
and he's talking about how people think they sold out at a certain point, and said you sold out to the man, and he says, "Well, I have something to tell you, buddy. I'm the man. You're the man. He's the man, and she's the man, and you go and you buy my record anyway." So
Oh.
anyway,
Wow.
hooker with penis. Who'd have known?
Who'd have known?
All right, what you got?
Who'd have thunk? So I am going to do a solo artist now. And she
Ooh.
wasn't even on my radar until I was looking at my decks going, oh my goodness, the bands that I really listen to. And one, I go, I don't know if I have decks that go with them. But when I saw one, I said, oh, I know who would go great with this deck. So the deck is The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And I actually have a picture of her right nearby because I'm going through my collage. And she is
You're not
the
gonna let us guess
beautiful
first?
voice, Sarah Brightman.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
beautiful
Sarah
picture.
Brightman, the original Phantom of the Opera.
Okay,
Ooh.
I don't know how to spell it, but
Sarah, Sarah, and then Brightman. Bright and Man. So the song, I had a couple of these cards were just like jumping out at me, so I have my notes here so I don't So she's got incredible. She does covers. She does her own song. She sings in a different language. She's operatic. She's beautiful. I don't like every song, but I can appreciate that incredible voice, Sarah Brightman. So she has an album that came out called Dive, and her albums had a little bit of a theme. I think Eden is one of my favorites that I can almost listen to front to back. But she did one before, I think it was before that or after that. But anyway, because she's got so many albums out, it's incredible. But it's called Dive, and it was a nautical theme. And she had a song on there called Mr. Nemo. And I was like, oh, because the Good Tarot is so very full of light and beauty. And to me, it feels operatic. Yeah, it's hard. She's got quite the range. Um, and so when I saw going through my cards and I saw the King of Water, which is the King of Cups, I automatically thought of her Dive album with Captain Nemo. And she's also done videos where she's had the shells and everything on her. And this deck has mermaids in there holding the pearls. So that those cards made me think of her album Dive. And one of my favorite albums by her is La Luna, and she did a cover of Whiter Shade of Pale. And
that's
so there's several versions now. The original I like, but for me it seems like some of the remakes I really enjoy. Um, Depeche Mode, not Depeche Mode, excuse me. Doro Pesh. She was the lead singer of Warlock, heavy metal band back in the day. She still has an incredible voice. When she was with them, they did a cover, and her voice was just incredible for that song. But Sarah also, so she did a cover of Whiter Shade of Pale, and had to do with from the album, La Luna. So I pulled out the moon card, and the video. All her videos are very soft and ethereal and just really lovely. And she was like on the moon, and they showed her like dancing around and moving because she was a dancer as well. She was part of a 70s dance troupe before she went and started doing her the musicals, the Phantom and stuff. And when I saw this too, I was thinking Whiter Shade of Pale, with the face so white. And I mean, this whole album, just the illumination. I think this is really what, and when she's spinning around, it's white, it's ethereal, it's feathery. And there's just a lot of beautiful artwork on here that Jenna Della Gritalia did. So I always got to remember Colette Baron Reed did the writing, but the actual art of the deck, because you can't have a deck without an artist. So the artist, Jenna just did a really beautiful job. She talked about balancing, being seasick and all that. So the cards with the illumination and the brightness, just so many wonderful songs on there. She also did a remake of Here With Me that Dido did. She did a beautiful remake of that too on there. Scarborough Affair, I believe, is on that one.
Oh,
Or
wow.
one of the traditionals. I haven't listened to her albums in a while. I have to go back and play, but yeah, she's got an incredible range of types of genres of music and themes that she does with her music. So I think she's like in her late 60s. She's in her 60s or late 60s, and she's still touring. She's still recording, and but
Wow.
yeah, Sarah Brightman.
Awesome.
To check her out. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. I have been living in the past.
See, I didn't hear of her until I started taking belly dancing classes when I was living in Flagstaff, and an album had come out, and we were at the Barnes and Noble. I think this was after I had worked there, and the album was called Harem. She did one with the theme of harem, and there was some songs on there that had, Shannon was like, "Oh, listen, we got to get you this so you can practice." So that's how I was really traditionally introduced to her, was that album. So yeah.
That's neat.
I sing to my girls every night and in the shower. Okay, so I have something funny. So whenever, especially Tool, 9 Inch Nails, Metallica, when I'm driving, I sing at home, of course, with them, but when I'm driving down the street, I can't help myself. And when Brendan was younger, it used to embarrass him because I would sing it loud, sing it proud, be certain songs you just got to fist pump.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do them. Yep.
And I'm like, Brendan, what are these people going to do? Go home and tell their friend, hey, there was this crazy lady rocking out in the car? They'll never see me again, or maybe they will. But but the thing is, I've always felt singing it out loud and some of this music, it's for sure raises the vibrational energy. Now, some of this crazy, there's angry rock out there for sure, but there's just some rock out there that just, and when you've had a stressful life, like I won't mention my name, but when you can rock out and sing, and it's releasing of that energy and raising your vibration, and gets that heart pumping. And I just can't imagine starting my morning with I wouldn't even know who. Slower music, slower songs.
That's how I have to start.
I need to go. And especially when I had my other job where I had to get up at 4:15. Caffeine doesn't kick in fast enough, but rock and roll does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So
music is my
I
life.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Ladies, have you enjoyed this? Everybody in chat has enjoyed.
I certainly have. How about everybody?
I had a blast.
So I don't know, how's everybody feeling? You want to maybe do some readings? Are we tired?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. So
I'll save my band. Actually, I'll save my solo that I had for next week, so I'll have already one set up.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, I didn't do a fourth deck. Did you guys do a fourth person? If you want to do it now, you can.
I have one, but I'll just wait.
Yeah, I can wait till next week. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. And then yeah. So if anybody wants a reading, let me put up my little thingy here. My little thingy, my fiendish thingy.
Just wondering what deck I should use.
Talking about George Harrison. Here we go. In the movie, I think it was Help, and they're on an ice pond, and I guess they're playing like ice hockey kind of thing, and all of a sudden comes sliding across, and it was the shape of a giant hockey puck, and George Harrison is like, "Oh look, it's a fiendish thingy."
Yes.
I just use that phrase all the time. Most people don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. So yeah, if you want a mini reading, I think we will do like I don't know. What's a good prompt? What raises your what do you need to do to raise your vibrational energy? I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess.
Yeah?
Or just see what comes up. Yeah, we can do either.
We'll just do general readings, yeah. So we'll do generals and so, but yeah.
How many
So
cards?
I was gonna do 2.
yeah, let's do 2 each. And then see
bottom.
what comes up. So we'll do just general readings in the name of rock and roll. So, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you want to see more, we'll do some more. We had fun doing this. What's this say?
I just don't know what deck to use.
I'm going to go with Trent Reznor and use my vampire deck, I think. Oh, yes. All right. So let's do that. Whatever do we need to do to raise our vibrational energy? What's this say? Nancy and Heather, you need to do your day from your beds so we can jump up.
Play air guitar. Well, I used to be a drummer, so that's why I do this a lot. I was a drummer, so I still.
What's funny? I was hanging out with some friends, and some music would come on, and I'm just like, and he's like, I've never seen a chick do air guitar before. Now you have.
Like when rock and roll comes on by Led Zeppelin, if I'm at a stoplight or something, and I'm sitting there in my foot, I have a good time.
There you go. Oh, hey, Ange. Let's see what's Ange say. This is fun. And I have been talking about doing a live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. You said that last night, and Heather brought it up. So perfect. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun, definitely.
Everybody loves music.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So who are we reading for first?
Okay, so right now I have 4 people. I have. Let me look back in case I missed somebody. So
Carly wants me to use the deck with the hunky devil, but what if the hunky devil doesn't come up? So I'm use my tarot
so I have Karen, Moira. I have Karen. I forgot I started her comment. My guitar gently weeps. I have Brendan. And let's see. Anybody else want a reading? Just put me, pick me, hashtag me, whichever. Let's see.
I want to get one of those little spin things where you put people and then they spins and they pick somebody. Yeah,
I was telling Brendan that last night. I said, I think that's a great idea. That way you're not pressured or think people think you have favorites or anything. So if music be the food of love, play on Shakespeare.
So who's the first person again, my dear?
All right. First person to say me, please, was Moira. Okay, so Moira, what do you need to do to raise your vibrational energy? Crank up that music, sing it loud, sing it proud, and dance like nobody's watching. And who cares?
I haven't played my music in my bathtub while I'm soaking and listening.
Now, okay, that's when I will go to a little more mellow Godsmack.
Yeah, I have one of their songs on my list, my playlist.
They do some voodoo.
I think that's the one I have. I think. I'll have to go check my playlist after.
Yeah.
All
right,
Moira. 2 cards.
Okay.
So Moira, I have.
Let's do this.
The star card. So how do you raise your vibration? Get in touch with your dreams and your hopes again. The star is that card that we wish upon a star. we look at it and we dream and we wish and we make our goals, and it just know that you are made of that stardust. We all are. And I love how she's pouring the water into the water. Remind us that with the stars too, connecting with your intuition, setting intentions to be able to accomplish that goal that you want or that dream that you want. And the card that came with that underneath, something that might be hidden or to enhance it, I have the Page of Pentacles, which is almost like, again, holding a star. Every snowflake is unique, and so are you. So, whatever this particular dream or goal that you have, no matter how small you think it is, or no matter how big it is, there's that Page of Pentacles, taking the time to look, examine, how can I make this happen? How can I, and it's already to life in her. And this is like, I believe, like based loosely on Frozen. I think this is similar to a character from Frozen. So that star manifesting to that beautiful snowflake like yourself, and just taking the time to get into your intuition and to study all aspects of how you want to bring about this goal or this dream, and then just pretend that's already there. It's already manifested like the snowflake in her hand. And that's what I have for you, Moira.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, Blue Heron, we're going to do some readings. I'll put you in.
Do you want to go, Ginger, or do you want me to go?
Let me hide Moira's out of your face first.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'll go first. Moira, I got two interesting cards. I'm using the Bonestone and Earth Flesh deck. The first card that I drew for you is the Lovers. And, when you see the Lovers card, you think of romance, but it's not always romance. It can be partnerships, and it can be a card of balance. Two different thoughts perhaps coming together. But the second card that I got for you is the Two of Cups. And I don't know, maybe you've got some romance coming into your life that will raise your vibration. Or it could be that it's the balance of creation perhaps and creativity, because this, there's this spark that's here, and their hands are together. I love this for you, but I am, and there's the Lamaste, is that called Lamaste? The Lamaste?
Oh, that thing. The Phoenix thingy.
Yes, there's that too. So that's what I have for you.
Okay.
Hold on.
I can't think of the name of it. It keeps escaping me.
Oh, did you see what Moira said? She's got
Which
a
is
deck, a Lenormand deck that is 99.9% almost finished. So you're doing it, girl. Keep
Moira.
it. Awesome.
Well, maybe that's that creativity I was talking about. I don't know.
There you
But
go.
I hope it's romance, Moira.
She's romancing her deck as she creates it.
Yeah, romancing the stone, romancing her deck.
All right, Moira, I have the Wheel of Fortune for you. So, what is up with this camera today? Anyways, to raise your vibrational energy, I think bringing balance into our vibrational energy starts with our chakras. I don't know if these are all chakra colors, but I say so. Do a little chakra work, and especially if you're trying to be creative, working on that. I think it's sacral chakra for creativity. I got to do my homework there. But I think we all need a good chakra cleansing, and many don't know that you can call on Metatron to cleanse your chakras.
Yes.
And what we do is ask and intend that our chakras be cleansed of all energies that do not serve our highest good. Then ask for them to be in balance and proper alignment, and spin the proper directions, because our chakras go from, I almost said catty corner. I'm tired. Counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. And and they, and ask that they spin at the proper rate of speed for proper health of mind, body, and spirit. So Metatron can help you with that. So that, do some chakra cleansing, raise your vibrational energy. And then I have this, this is judgment. This is a pretty cool card. This is a cleansing. So that fire in the background, fire is a cleansing element. And then there's a jaguar, and I want to read on jaguar energy for you real quick.
Ooh, I want to hear too.
Yeah. Jaguar energy represents mystery, power, protection, stealth. You are an old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace, and you create your dreams. So, lest ye not be judged. So many of us walk around, we are our own harshest critics. So, part of the cleansing of the chakras is releasing deep-rooted hooks. You can call on Archangel Michael for that, to cut and dissipate these deep hooks that are self-limiting beliefs. And so, so you need a purification, Maura, to raise your vibrational energy, and I think we all do. So that's what I have for you, dear.
Time for a good smudge.
Yes. Okay. All right. We have Karen next.
Perfect.
Karen, dear Karen. And then we'll have Brendan, Charlie, and Blue Heron. Let's see if I have not.
Karen, I am using my new Theban. I was drawn to grab this, and I was wondering who the next person was going to be, and I was like, yes, it resonates. I might. Ooh. So these are a little more in depth. So Karen, I'm just going to pull one if that's okay. So I'm still learning this. So the Theban, for people who don't know, Theban is known as a witch alphabet. And I don't know the exact history. I have to read a little bit more up on it, but something that I've been aware of since my 20s. And it was developed so that women and men who would write in their book of shadows or their magical grimoires or even personal journals would be able to learn how to write in this form of alphabet and know what they were writing in there. But if anybody who wasn't meant to see that or had no business reading it would not know what it was saying, because it was done in this type of writing. So you got the letter P, and that's how it would show up in the book. And look at her, Karen. Isn't that beautiful? And before I even, look at the book, to raise your vibration, tap into that inner fire, girlfriend. Right here where this flame is, this candle is your solar plexus. That's where we stand in our truth. That's where we stand in our power. Take that power back, step into your power. And then the lower one there is like your sacral chakra. And that's where our creativity, for women, it's their womb area. So this is where your creativity comes from, your intuition. And when you combine those two together, to me, it feels like everything else lights up. It's like she's in that beautiful balance. And what I'm going to read really quick, I'm going to see which ones jump out at me here for you, because they give you about 2 pages. And I'm going to share the astrological, because I know you're all about astrology. So according to this deck, this is an earth element, which means protection, resistance, and support. The color, of course, is red, represents energy, courage, and it is striking and stimulating. So how do you raise your vibration? So with the color being red, focus on bringing that red, wearing something like a red shirt or a red scarf or a little red pin, keeping something red on you maybe every day, even a red crystal that reminds you of tapping into that power, knowing that you're protected and that you are strong. Excuse me, you're resilient. For the astrological, it says compatibility, so it is associated with Taurus. This sign is known for its decisiveness, resistance, and protection. So it's just going on about making sure that you discover your inner power. You may feel the existence of a strong protector. So again, connect with this could be when you start connecting. You feel your guides coming around you, bring them in. The flames too, with the red. For me, that's very Archangel Michael. I know some people feel him as a violet flame. For me, it's more of a red, a little bit more of a reddish color because I feel that warmth and that protection around me. And so it says here, use your power in a positive way. By protecting and helping loved ones, you may use your inner potential the best way possible. And that's what you're doing. You're learning astrology and you're doing charts for people. So by learning and helping yourself, you're helping us. It's a beautiful symbiotic energy, and that puts you in touch with that self-empowerment. And I'll leave it right there. And that's what I have for you, Karen.
Awesome.
I love that, Heather. Karen, I am so happy I'm getting to read for you because you read for me earlier today. So this is kind of cool. And I got two really awesome cards for you. Very, very strong cards. The first one is the Hermit. And look, she's holding a torch. And I love this for you because I think in raising your vibration, it's very important that you have time for yourself. With 3 small children, I'm not sure how you're going to do this, but you know, in the bathtub, after you get them all tucked in bed, just do something that will help your spirituality. And the second card that came out, you got 2 majors, is the High Priestess. And you know, the High Priestess is all knowing. You know, she sees things that we cannot see, maybe that we cannot fathom. And what I want to do for you, Karen, is in the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh, there is a very good explanation, I think, of when this card shows up in a reading. And I want to read it to you because I think it's very, very important. I want you to really listen to this. When the High Priestess appears in your reading, it can signal a time of intuitive development and profound inner growth. Your psychic gifts may make their presence felt deep in the core of your being, and a sense of knowing may envelop you in an inexplicable way. Should this occur, you may need time to reprocess and recalibrate. Allow yourself that time by embracing the very necessary concept of sacred selfishness, placing yourself and your needs before others. Ground the center to recalibrate effectively and listen to what your mind, body, and spirit are telling you. Pay particular attention to your dreamscape and consider any signs or omens that enter your sphere of consciousness during the reign of this card. The presence of the High Priestess may also be introducing you to the powerful dark feminine, and with it the mystique of the inner world. With a deep sense of knowing comes a desire to explore the source of that knowing. This desire for exploration is both necessary and revolutionary. And I love that for you, Karen. I think your vibration is just going to soar. That's what I see for you.
Wunderbar.
Nice.
All right, Karen. Okay. All right. Speaking of red.
Ooh, there you go.
Ooh.
And you know, when I said earlier about dance like nobody's watching, this girl's ready. She's in her belly dancing thing to go shake those hips. Excuse me. I shouldn't have taken a sinus pill earlier. Now I'm all dehydrated. Anyways, all right. This is 3 of scepters, and this is all you waiting for that ship to come in. So that ship is on its way to you, and 3 is this perfect, that holy trinity, the perfect balance, the my goodness, almost community. So also reaching out to others that have the same vibrational energy as you. And when we do this, there is an affirmation I like to say is, I only attract those who are in the same vibrational energy as I am. And when you start doing that, it's almost like a collaboration. So if there's something that you need to do or you've been wanting to do, and this is one, so very creativity, using your creativity, something you're passionate about. This is something that it's being said that you don't do this alone. You need a partner for this this new adventure, because that ship is on its way to carry you forward. Carry on our wayward son. Okay.
There will be peace when you are done.
I can't say
it. Don't you cry no more.
There you go. I love that. So yeah. So you got 3 scepters here. Bring your magic. Bring go in, like, were you guys talking about chakras earlier for her? That fire energy is within you, and it may have been dimmed a little bit, but you still have it within you, and it's up to you to reignite that light and bring it out, because you are enough. You're a beautiful soul, and the world wants to see your light. And then I have this 10 of Skulls. So this is like 10 of Pentacles. So this is about you. Okay, so in raising your vibrational energy, this person is sitting very in a space of nobility, in a space of contentment. She knows that her future is, intuitively, she knows everything's going to be wonderful and awesome and okay. And not only for herself, but for her family. So what are these? There's a rose bushes in there. Oh, stop and smell the roses. But yeah, take time for yourself. But it's okay to be seated in your power as long as you're doing it with nobility and grace. And so that's what I have for you, Karen, is good things are coming your way, and just trust in the process, trust in the universe, but trust in yourself and believe in yourself. So let that light shine, Karen. So that's what I have for you, sweetie. What's that say? She has red hair. North? No, okay. You lose me on the north nodes. I'm getting to know the north nodes a little bit more. All right. Let's see. Oh, I thought you were saying NIN, 9 Inch Nails. Your 9 Inch Nails is in Taurus.
Personal there.
All right, Brendan. Brendan's next. Let's see how Brendan can raise his vibrational energy. What's going on with here?
Are you ready, Heather?
I am, but you can go first if you want.
Well, I'm ready. You go ahead. We'll just keep the same. You've been going first, so whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Well, Brendan, I was drawn to pull from a deck I didn't even feature tonight, and it's the Unfolding Path Tarot.
All right, you guys are cheating. You're supposed to use the decks we used tonight. No.
Oh, oops.
I never said that rule.
No.
I just that.
I was drawn to pull this from this deck for you, and I got, look at that King of Wands. He is dressed well. He is he's an epitome of a leader. That wand of creativity, of willpower. He commands respect, but yet he's very of the people, very down to earth, but still he has that charisma, that beautiful creative. What's the word I'm looking for? It's I just keep wanting to say, I know the Queen of Wands is supposed to be charisma, but the King can be as well. And it's about also tapping into the spiritual, being spiritually connected. I just love, I mean, for you to raise your vibration, it's just tap into your inner king, that fire, that wands, that willpower, that determination that you have. And the bottom card for you from this deck was awesome too. And look at that, you get the 9 of Pentacles. And when you do, you are independent. You are in the garden of your own creation. You have that beautiful peacock. It's pride, but not ego pride. This is a very like, look what I have accomplished. Look what I have overcome. I am independent. I am confident, and I am moving forward. And I love the fact too that just very relaxed, laid back, very, again, salt of the earth. I never used that phrase, but that just came, salt of the earth, of the people, very just confident in their creativity, in their abilities, in their motivation. It's like a go-getter with that fire of wands. So whatever it is that you are working towards, you have that natural go-getter energy to do that. And again, people see you as a leader, people respect you, and yeah, you're the king of your own, garden. You are, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't say proprietor, but you are, this is your garden. This is what you have created. This is what you have accomplished, and no one can take that away from you. And that's what I have.
Love it. Right, Himsy.
That's what Mazi says too.
Brendan, I have 2 awesome cards for you. I know you're in your senior year at college. And the first card is the Page of Swords. And I want you to look at the images here. Okay, looks like he's hitting the books, right? But look, do you see right? Let me see if I'm always act like I'm dyslexic when I do this. Right over here, you see right there, that blue thing right there. Wait a minute. Brendan, I'm sorry. It's right there. Okay, there, underneath my finger. That is the symbol of the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is very, very strong, getting your thoughts together and deciding what you want to do. And with all of these books, I mean, I know you're studying, but as you go forward in raising your vibrations, you might want to, I don't know if you journal, but to keep your thoughts together and to, write down your hopes and your dreams, what you want to accomplish as you go forward. And then manifest that. The second card that I got for you is the Fool. And even though it's a woman that's looking into the tree, that's you, Brendan. Just imagine it's a guy. And you see that little fairy behind the tree? That's your mother.
Mom.
She has your back. And as you go forward, you're going to take all of the knowledge that you have learned, and you are going to put it to use in your life as you go forward. And I just see just a very powerful life ahead of you. In this card, I also see technology, and some of the books have wings. And that's your dreams and your thoughts taking flight. And I love that for you, Brendan.
Aw.
What is that deck? I love that deck, Nancy.
Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh.
You know,
Now,
it's supposed
it is
to come out mass
the
market.
original one, but it is coming out in mass market.
Okay.
I'm not sure when, but
It
I'm
was
assuming
supposed to
mass
this
market will be
year.
like on Amazon. That would be the cheapest way to get it, I think, because. But anyhow,
Yeah.
it's an awesome deck. Yes.
I love the artwork so far.
All right, Brendan. I love this. Look at this. Prince of Skulls. I love that card. That's a cool card. Okay. On with the reading. All right, Prince of Skulls. Let me see what he's doing here.
Brendan got 3 court cards.
Oh. Okay, so the Prince of Skulls, anyways, while I'm trying to figure out if that's a handle or what is it. All right, Prince of Skulls, he's very meticulous in his planning for the future, and he takes his time because he doesn't want to overlook anything, and he's and in being very thorough, by the time he gets to where he wants to be, everything's in place for him, and he's set for the future. So I know Brendan just a little bit, and I do know that he thinks very logically, and he is planning for his future. And so take your time. Don't rush, especially through college and through these younger years. I mean, Brendan has grown up faster than I feel he should have, but make sure you're taking time to enjoy the process of being young, and because once we hit a certain age, everybody in chat can attest, life goes by so fast, and I feel like you need to really take some time and enjoy the process of your maturing and zest for life, and then I got here 6 of Scepters. This is victory. This is a sign of victory. Oh, you too got a Jaguar. Ooh, look at you. Look at you. We got Jaguar energy. That's an old soul energy and magic and mystery. It's part of your birthright. And it's like to call upon the assistance of your guides, and you listen to your intuition, and but this is going to be a great year for you, and people are going to look up to you, and you'll be receiving some sort of recognition for all that you've accomplished, which, well, I guess in the form of diploma for one, but yeah, you've got a great next several months ahead of you, and your hard work is going to pay off in the end. So that's what I've got for you, Brendan. Sorry about clearing my throat.
Yeah,
Harley,
congrats on that achievement. That's
Harley. Oh, so
when
Harley,
I hit 21, life just went just like that. So enjoy your youth while you still have it.
while you still have it. Okay. Oop. Guess it helps to shuffle. Harley, dear Harley. Harley.
And Harley, I'm using, well, Mazi and I are using her Tarot de Louise. So if it's too distracting, ladies, with him being there and a chat, let me know, and I'll take him down off the table.
All right.
He seems to be behaving himself.
And dancing away in her little music emojis. All right.
Ooh, Harley. So I'm just going to, Mazi and I will go. So Harley, you got what I consider the Chris Hemsworth card out of this
Ooh.
because he
Ooh.
looks like
Hello.
Thor.
Hello.
Ooh,
His hair was a
Harley.
little blonder, you know, but you
Wait,
got the
wait.
Emperor.
I don't want
So, of course, in the Emperor, similar to, you know, the Kings, but just very a strong foundation. They're fair. They rule wisely. This is not reverse. I don't usually do reversals, but of course, when it's reversed, you know, then you get like the tyrant and everything. But you like to treat people with justice, fairness, and you're a protector. So how do you raise your vibration? Tap into that inner emperor. Grab out that shield. Become a shield maiden. You know, grab out that sword. Grab out that shield. But also to not to forget that your guides to call on. When you feel like your vibrations getting a little low, and if you feel like you might be taking on too much of that energetic goo that is out in the world around us, and what we also take on by being in our electronics, maybe too much, or not needing to the Wi-Fi's, all the 5G stuff, all that stuff, that just really builds up, and we need to do like a shield. We need to start shielding better. So to raise your vibration, maybe shielding yourself more, getting grounded more. And next card I have for you that was under is the Seven of Pentacles. So in this one here, this is very Black Swan. That was a great movie too. If no one's ever seen it, The Black Swan with Natalie Portman, great movie. And with this one here, the Seven of Pentacles, it's about, you know, having patience, waiting for things to grow. That little bit of impatience, like, oh my God, is this ever going to, like with her, you know, she worked so hard, clawing the pain that she went through, digging her, you know, claws in. Her goal was those red slippers, and gotta remember those red slippers can also be something that, okay, I'm just going to say this is coming in my head, watching what you wish for, because in the past with, like, I think it was Madame Butterfly or the Red Dancing Shoes. Also the Red Shoes by Kate Bush is also a very great, it's a good album too, the Red Shoes, talking about music. But just the Swans about transformation, but working, maybe being patient with shadow work as well. So raising your vibration, working, being patient, waiting for things to kind of go, dealing with any pain or past traumas, working through that, having patience, having self-love for yourself. And then with, you know, that Emperor, you know, calling in your guides, grabbing your own shield, your own sword, and making sure you have those energetic boundaries around you, so that as you're waiting and working through whatever it is that you're working on at this time, excuse you, that you're grounded and balanced, and that's what I have for you, my dear, with raising your energy and your vibration.
Speaking of red shoes, way back in the late 80s or early 90s, there was a show, a series called The Red Shoe Diaries, and it was spicy.
David Duchovny was in one
David
of them.
Duchovny. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And people are like, who's David Duchovny? Fox Mulder, X-Files, Hubba Hubba. Still looks good. And he's a musician as well. And he tours and he has an album out. Yes, he does.
Oh, that I don't know.
And Jillian even got on stage with him a few years back and sang with him. Aww. And when they were done, they gave each other a kiss on stage. Well, see, I'm an X-Files freak, so.
I know. I was so, yeah. Definitely.
We got to do a show for like TV shows now.
Yeah.
Cards.
Yeah. All right, Nancy.
Harley, I have two awesome cards for you. The first is the Page of Cups.
That's not a naked man. Oh, sorry.
That's not a naked man.
No naked man for you. No,
what I love about this, if you look at her, there's that water, there's emotion, but there's also the reflection of the moon in her chest and the lotuses. And the lotuses, this card is calling you to go within. It looks like her hand is she's doing a mudra, and I think that
Rock and
in
roll.
order to raise your vibration, you need to really go within, and I'm thinking about psychic abilities here, because the second card is the moon, and I see the moon reflected on your chest here, and the moon has a mysterious unknown quantity, but I see this, that your intuition is going to sort of be galloping forward, and that I do think that maybe some psychic abilities are going to be coming forward for you. This is what these cards indicate to me, and I love that for you. But you do need to go within, and it's not always an easy path to do that. But I think you'll be able to, Harley. Put some beautiful music on.
There you go. Okay, it is my turn, right? Just want to see Blue Heron, if you're here, let us know. Bob, if you're here, let us know. And I will continue on with Harley. You got the 8 of Skulls. How to raise your vibration? Oh, look at this. He's magical. All right. Do you know Reiki or do you know energy healing? It is within you, my dear. If you don't know, it is within you. Okay, so this person is working long, hard hours to develop their magical energy, because within our magic, that's how we raise our vibrations when we do magic. So what I like about this image, he's holding this skull behind him, and it's almost like, okay, there's your ancestor speaking to you. He's trying to connect. So he, she, what is this? It's a he. Anyways, divine energy has no sexual orientation. And oh, look at this. This is also that not the Ouroboros. What were we trying to say earlier? This figure eight. What?
The lemniscate.
Yeah.
Lemniscate.
Okay.
Tomato.
All right. Lemmy. Good old Lemmy. No, that's Lemmy.
Yes.
No, Lemmy. I was right.
Motorhead.
So anyways, raising your vibration is practicing that, using the magic within you. And I don't know if you practice healing energy, but I think this might be a good time for you to do that and learn how to create energy balls. I said balls. Create these energy balls and put your intentions into that energy ball, either healing, raising your vibrational energy, whatever it is, healing. Did I say that already? Whatever it is you need to do, get that energy going, and you'll feel it when you put your hands together like this. You'll start feeling a little resistance. That's the energy building up. And you can make them big or small as you want. And when you put your intentions into them, you picture this ball of light and just bring it and wash it over your body. And just say, I ask and intend for healing to go where I need it most, or whatever you need to do. So definitely, you're a healer. You've got healing energy within you. So what's going to raise that vibration is you to continue to practice that. So I also got this 2 of Knives. Let me look at this one. Interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. So how am I going to do this? Night Garnet.
Good night, Garnet.
Good night.
Okay, so 2 of Knives here. So Yeah, she's definitely in that defensive mode. But what it is that I'm going to use this my old analogy where she's blindfolded because she's relying on her third eye sight, her spiritual sight, her intuition, that inner knowing to guide her and to protect her. And another affirmation is I am open and aware of the energies that surround me. So definitely put up some boundaries, put up some protection. You know, there's a lot of energy vampires out there, and some of them don't even know that they're energy vampires. It's just they just suck the life out of you. But yeah, you got this because you don't need to see with your physical eyes. You got that spiritual sight that helps guide you. So that's what I have for you, Harley. You got this. Okay.
Blue Heron came back. I did
Yeah.
not see.
Blue Heron is here. But,
Oh, is she? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There she
Well,
is.
I'm assuming it's
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Blue
I
Heron's
pulled cards
back.
for her already.
Yay. Okay.
all right.
All right. Blue Heron.
And
And then
Funboy.
is
Oh, I'm
Bob?
sorry.
Well, if Bob
hasn't come.
if Bob hasn't come back, then we'll do Fun Boy. He always pops in at the very end.
Bob.
Okay, because I
here.
put in questions
Bob
were
is
closed.
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Bob's here.
All right. Well, ladies, if you don't mind, I'll pop Fun Boy in there. But Fun Boy. Wait.
Okay, we're gonna. Well,
So-
Blue Heron is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's here, and then
All
we're
right.
gonna do Boy.
Well, Fun Boy, what we're doing is general reading for raising your vibrational energy. Tonight is not a mediumship reading. So if you want just a general how to raise your vibration, we'll read for you. And if not, just check back with us. Tomorrow I'm on with Sun Psychic Jean, 2:30 Eastern time. Maybe we can help you there with that question. So anyways, okay.
I have cards for Blue Heron already.
Perfect. Wait, okay. There we go. All right, here we go. Blue Heron. Go ahead.
So Blue Heron, I've got the 5 of Earth for you from the the Good Tarot by Clip Baron and Jenna Delacortalia. And I just love how soft and illuminated. And I just want to read a little bit from what Colette had to say with this card, and it's about it's the illusion of having lack, having not enough, feeling left out in the cold, and she kind of looks like feels like she's alone out in the woods, but she really isn't. She has all those beautiful discs surrounding her, and just kind of like examining and realizing that even though she may feel a sense of lack, that it's a beautiful message of gratitude, being able to make a list of things that we do have, some things that we may take for granted. And when we start doing those kind of gratitude lists, we start to raise our vibration because we realize, hey, I'm not really as bad off as I thought I was, or I'm not lacking as much. And that just gives us that sense of support and moving forward. And it says here, even if I feel shaken up and am unable to understand why things happen as they do, I know for certain that divine order manifests in all aspects of my life. So, really beautiful message. And then the card to go with that is the Chariot. So, when we practice gratitude and we feel like we can see what our blessings are in our day-to-day lives, that raises our vibration and gives us that power of taking control back over our lives, directing the horses into where we want them to go and to move forward. And with this one here, it's also about victory. She gives it the title of victory as well. And again, when we keep that gratitude, when we get out of that lack mentality mindset, everything I have worked for, including the obstacles, because obstacles are in our way not to heed us, but to teach us. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done, especially when life hits us kind of hard. But it says here, I have faced and overcome is now part of this time of victory. I have learned to see all aspects of my life as essential to my growth. I have fallen, but now I am risen again to live freely and truthfully, fearlessly, and skillfully. So mote it be. There you go, my dear. Those are your readings. Thank you.
All right,
Um,
Nancy.
Blue Heron, I have 2 cards for you. The first one is the Two of Swords, which often means making a decision. In this particular deck, it is also about contemplation and about planning what is right for you. If you see, she has a pendulum that she's looking at, and there are stormy skies, and there's a raven there. She does have a baby on her back, and she's making a very important decision. And I think maybe you have a decision that you have to make in your life, and that you want to be sure that you make the right decision. I would use your intuition, your gut feeling, which could be communication from your spirit guides and angels. And when you do that, the second card is the World. And I love this because it's a beautiful tree. It looks bare, but look at those roots. And the world is at your fingertips. That's what I have for you, Blue Heron.
Okay, my dear. Look at this image real quick. Okay, so we have the Seven of Skulls here, which is the 7 of Earth. This is all about you have planted some seeds. It could be for your manifestation, for your future, what have you. And now's the time to rest, take respite. Sit back and watch these seeds come to fruition. Just keep nurturing them. And, the key here is never picking that fruit before it's ripe, because it won't be as sweet. So if we're patient through the process, the fruit is that much sweeter at the end. So raising your vibrational energy is to what do I want to say? Be proud of your accomplishments in what you're doing and what you're trying to do. Notice more of what you have done well rather than what you wish you would have done or anything like that. So keeping your vibrational energy positive is key here. So it's time for you to recognize all the wonderful accomplishments you have had during your life, and less focus on the wish I would have, could have things. She's in this little graveyard, and I'm trying to think if these are. In this particular image, she's tasted the fruit a little too soon, or has she waited too much? Because some of these fruits are a little rotten. So you will know the perfect timing when to make your move for what you're trying to do next. So ask for divine assistance in letting you know the perfect time for action towards whatever you're trying to do right now. You also have the Prince of Scepters. Okay, so he's this he's on a quest, and the quest in the scepters is like wands. So whatever is in his heart's desire, that's what he's questing for, and he knows that it is time. So maybe that's what this is, the time of waiting over, and now it's time to move forward towards your quest, towards your manifestations. Yeah, and then just not forgetting where he's come from to get to where he is today. So don't forget your roots. Don't forget the people who helped you along the way. Again, this fiery energy is keeping your vibrational energy high, keep your thoughts positive, keep your words positive, and again, everything will be much sweeter once you get to where you're wanting to be. I'm thinking I'm getting a little tired here. I hope that message spoke to you, Blue
Yeah,
Hair.
me too.
I'm just like la 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 la, and losing my voice a little bit. So anyway, but yeah, looks like some wonderful things are coming your way, Blue Heron. Um, enjoy the process. All right, Bob.
I'm all
Bob.
ready for Bob.
Yeah, let's do Bob here. Thanks for popping in again, Bob.
Whew. Okay, so Bob, I'm going to start with the second card. What's below the surface, or what is like the clarifier for your top card, and it'll make sense. So I got the Ten of Swords, and in this deck, this is that doesn't typically show suits, but the Ten of Swords is, of course, when you see people laying down with all these swords in their back, like they're rock bottom, they're down. It's just like, stick a fork in me, I'm done. Except they're 10 swords. This can represent just, betrayal. It could be like life just coming at you all at once, where you're just like, I can't take it anymore. It's an end of eight, but what is positive about a 10 though, it's about completion. And with this here, instead of laying, flat down, with his back up, in this deck, it's more about the water, almost kind of like a male-based Ophelia, where, you're just in the water, you're just floating, and it's just like, but with this, it's like when you're down, he's looking up. So there's always when you feel like you've hit your bottom, or you feel like you can't sink any lower, you look up, and it's just all uphill from there. So you pick yourself up, you remove those swords, and you take the lessons from them. And then the card that came out first on top, and ladies, this is another hubba hubba. Um, this is the King of Swords.
Oh my
King of
goodness.
Cups, excuse me.
We're so overstimulated here, Heather.
Well, who knows? Maybe Bob
Okay,
may
he
enjoy
looks
this.
like the
I don't
guy
know.
in Lost Boys. Um,
He actually looks like an actor that was from a show with David Carradine back in the day, uh, when he was the Shaolin.
yeah.
His son was a cop. So anyway, I digress. So the King of Cups, and I want to read to you in this deck because it's more of a like a goth, or and when I say a darker energy, it's not like it's dark bad energy. It's just the more embracing of a shadow, or like a shadow aspect. But I love what it says here. The King of Cups is the grand master of emotions. So again, the water is also emotions. So you are emotionally done. You feel like you can't take anything more emotionally, but you're on your back, you're looking up. Time to rise up out of the depths, rise up out of the bottom, and pick yourself up and start anew. It says here, be a king. Being a king, I had to find balance between my intellect and my feelings. The point was not to repress emotions, it was to master them with kindness and compassion. So again, I think that's one of the things that helped brought you up out of this 10 of swords, or what can bring you up out of this 10 of swords. When we talk about raising our vibration, knowing that when we hit rock bottom, whether it's on the ground, in water, whatever it is, that emotional aspect, we can always pull ourselves up, and we can start anew. Think of it like with the water, like a rebirth, like a baptism. You're being birthed out of the water, out of the womb again, and you're in control of your emotions. And when we do that, then we raise our vibrations. When we get in touch with those suppressed feelings or repressed feelings, that's where the growth comes. Sometimes we got to have that 10 of swords, that completion, to be able to move on to our next phase of our evolution, especially when it comes to spirituality. It says here, my heart is alive. I feel its golden arteries sending me messages, and I know how and when to hear them. Whenever strong feelings come to me, I explore them lucidly, but I never let them run over me. So, again, raising our vibration. We sit with our emotions, we process them, we honor them, and we let them go, and we move forward. So this is actually really a beautiful cards, beautiful readings. And it says here, this emotional stability makes my strength. It is also the only way to bring peace inside and around me. So when we find that peace within, and we're able to be in control of our emotions, and we're allowed to feel our emotions and express them and not repress them, that energy gets put out and people see that, and we can help heal not just ourselves but others with that. And that's what I have for you, Bob. I hope that resonated or helps.
All right, I'm going to hide you, Bob, so that you can see Nancy.
Okay, Bob, you asked for a general reading, a message from your spirit guides. I think that when you get a message from spirit and you take it to heart, that it does raise your vibration. The first card that I got for you is the Hanged Man. And I think that spirit is asking you to look at things in your life from a different perspective. Sometimes when we change our perspective, there's a certain amount of sacrifice that is involved in that. But it comes out to the good, and you can look in your life and see if there is something that spirit wants you to look at differently. And if and when you do that, the second card is the Magician. And this is such a powerful card for you, Bob, because when you are following your guides and your spirit, you have everything at your disposal. You can accomplish anything following their support. So I'm very excited for you, because if you just look at the light on his face and the power that he has in his hands, I love that for you, Bob. And I'm sure that will raise your vibration.
All right, I had to put a piece of gum in my mouth to try to.
Had to go get some water.
My uvula is so long; it runs in my family, and when I get dehydrated or I'm talking a lot, it's like it dries out, and I'm constantly clearing my throat. Bob, that was too much information for you. All right, I'm going to take this on a different vibrational train. So we were talking about how to raise your vibration. So your message is from your spirit. This is 10 of Grails. So to raise your vibration, it's very important to keep positive thoughts flowing. There's so much chaotic energies flowing around right now. It's not okay to have positive thoughts, but it's so important right now more than ever for you to keep your energy raised. And this is 10 of Cups. This is like happiness. This is, you've traveled that hard road, but they want you to know, trust in the process, be patient, because happiness is coming your way. And I love the white roses. I'm not a big fan of roses, but I love white roses. So purity of thought, purity of health, what you put in your body. I'm going to say along with them, hydration here. But it's nourishing your body, filling your own cup. Because I feel like maybe, I hope this resonates. You have been giving and giving and giving, and it's on an emotional level. It's time for you to step back, fill your own cup first before you can move forward. But yeah, so yeah, I love that card for you. Okay, and the next card, this is a cool card. This is Hermit. I hope you can see this. This looks so cool to me.
Ooh.
This reminds me of like the like an Assassin's Creed. The but you not being an assassin, but you being so skilled and in survival. And I think this card is asking you to retreat and start working on your survival skills, but not like you have to go out and fight kind of survival skills. This is spiritually too. Learning about protection is what I'm feeling here. Learning about protection. But as you're like retreating, we have a wolf here in this image. And so as you're retreating, start planning about how you can step up in your community or in your family, whichever, into a leadership role. Wolves are very connected to ancestry too. Ancestry, they protect and fight for their own. Very cunning, very stealthy. They plan before they make their moves. Hang on. This is the most interesting hermit because he's like warrior hermit, not just total spiritual where he goes into and withdraws and connects. This is a different kind of connection, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but this is a different kind of spiritual connection here, and maybe it is ancestral. I'm not sure, but yeah. So trying to see if I have anything more coming in. Hang on.
He says, I am quite brave.
Yeah, so this wolf is his companion. And so I feel like you have a companion, spiritual companion, that's definitely got your back and is on a journey with you and is just as ferocious as you are. Let's just say that. Yeah, there's some, I just get a lot of ancestral energy from this card. So maybe you need to also just go in and connect with some ancestral energy and call forth some wisdom and knowledge that will help you on your journey and your path today in these times. So that's what I have for you, Bob. I hope those messages spoke to you in some way. We appreciate you letting us read for you tonight. Okay, that is it. I love the hermit. Reminds me of the characters in the periodical K shows. What are you talking about, Willis?
Chicken bellies.
Yeah, we've had a couple of jaguars come up tonight.
Yes.
Burning the fabric of space.
This one right here.
Okay.
And then the one laying on my table.
Oh, you're very welcome, Bob. I hope we've helped you out a little bit tonight. So, but yeah, so that's it. We've been on 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Started with Rockin' Tarot, and decided to throw in some readings too. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
To some new to me tonight. I've written all the different songs and groups down, so
and Moira mentioned.
So I'll try to put in the description all the bands that we.
Moira says she's been listening to her a lot, so I'm going to take a listen to Olivia Fern this evening. So.
Olivia who?
Fern. Moira says that she's been on her playlist a lot.
I think I wrote that down. Let me see.
So I'm going to take a listen a little bit later when we're done. So I'd love the recommendations.
Let me get rid of this banner.
H-E-A-R-D?
Fern. Olivia Fern. F-E-R-N.
Oh, gosh, I was way off.
I was like, D?
That's a pretty name, isn't it? Olivia Fern.
Yes, I think it's important for all of us to do some dehydration. Yeah, let's all
Hydration.
dehydrate.
Hey, Ramon, look what I have tonight. Nancy's got hers too with me.
Yes, Spirit Halloween. My son said it is not Spirit of Halloween, Mom. It's
Ours has
Spirit
not
Halloween.
opened yet, and I'm getting a little perturbed by
Oh,
that.
well, just come up here. We'll go shopping.
I know.
Grab
Our
Nancy
Halloween
and come
Express
up here.
is open, but not our Spirit Halloween. So I don't know what they're waiting for. It better be worth the wait. It's getting harder and harder for me to find unique things for me to go
My
all
head I
along.
was originally wearing. This was from Spirit Halloween 2 last year.
Awesome.
So, but I was wearing. It just got too warm, so I had to take it off.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. If you did enjoy the rock and tarot part, leave comments after the show and let us know if you want more suggestions, because I do want to go through some decades and different artists and different genres.
Oh, that'll be
So,
fun.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, what's his name?
It was a blast. Thank you, ladies, for having me. Oh, and Ramon, you got to see Ginger's video she worked on all day for this show. Oh my
yeah,
God.
go back and watch. It might not start up, but I did start it again after our show started, so that the whole thing grew. And so I also made an outro video, so I'll be playing that.
Ooh.
All right.
So, but yeah, so thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight on this Rock and Tarot. I forgot to even say why music is so important to me in my life. It's just, it raises that vibrational energy. Number one, it gets you through the hard times. I've loved music ever since I was little. I remember the 45s and singing. When we were in Scotland, I was playing Kathy's Clown over and over. Then I got my taste of the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour after that. And in high school, for a good bit, Beatles were almost all I was listening to. And then, of course, I went on to the Doors and the Led Zeppelin, and then
the greatest rock
band started coming out.
Could I share a childhood memory real quick?
Sure.
Someone at the very beginning of the chat mentioned Elvis Presley.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived out in Southern California until I was 12 years old. But when I was about, 9, I wanted a record by Elvis Presley, a 45. I don't even know which one it was. I can't remember. But I do remember that my father said it was not appropriate, and he got me a 45, and it was Blueberry Hill by Fats
Domino. Oh my God, I had that on 45.
I wanted Elvis Presley. But one night we were driving around, and I swear this is true. We drove by like the Coliseum where they have concerts, and Elvis Presley was there. And my father drove, because I still wanted the record. He drove up into the parking lot, and the side doors were wide open because it was summertime. You looked in and you could see the stage, and Elvis was on stage in his gold lame.
Oh my goodness.
Outfit.
So he let you see him live for a little bit. That was
he drove by, yeah, and I mean I he was in gold lame. Oh my goodness, but I still didn't have a record.
In my ancestry.com, it's very possible, according to Ancestry, that I am related to him in some way.
Ooh, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Cool.
I don't know. Yeah. So,
but Blueberry Hill was a 45. That would be a great show. We could talk about what
our favorite 45s.
Our first 45s were that we could, at least we can remember from as a kid. Yeah, that would be like the Monkees and Fats Domino. Yeah, that would be great.
I wore out
the Everly Brothers.
Wore out my LPs of the Beatles.
When Brendan turned 16, I gifted him my vinyl collection, and so he's got my Beatles albums that were my dad's albums.
And I still have all my original Go-Go's and my original Madonnas all the way up to Like a Prayer.
Ooh, wow.
Yep, and my Stevie Nicks Belladonna. I still have
Yes.
those all originally on
Yes.
vinyl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I showed you the picture once that I drew of her.
I think you did. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
The belladonna. Yeah. So, but all right, everybody, we're gonna go. I'm gonna pop up the video, and then just thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight, sharing your thoughts on music and stuff like that. And again, if you want to have another session, let us know. Hit that like button. Subscribe
This
to
has been
everybody's
fun.
channel.
Yes.
Just about everybody here was already just subscribed to all
I
of
think
us.
this is going to be a hit, ladies.
Yeah, that'd be great. So until
Most
next time, everybody, stay saucy. Hang on. Let me do this. Where are we? Let's do that. There we go. It's
Bye-bye.
only rocking, but I like it. All right. All right, everybody, we're going now. And go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.